I want to share with you a concern that I have, and it's based out of a tradition that many of us still practice. And tradition has been passed down for centuries. And we're at that time of the year where the media, the government, prophesies, basically, and says that many of you are going to get sick, get your flu shot. Or this is the time of the year where millions upon millions of people will get the flu. It'll be a record-breaking year this year, and we forecast many people to be sick. So get your flu shot. What is happening is they're programming or conditioning the mind to have doubt and to have fear. And in so doing, they will begin to, as a magnet attracts, they will begin to invite these demons of sickness and disease into their life. So I want to talk about, not the flu shot, but I want to talk about saying God bless you over a person who sneezes. And many of us have done it. I have done it in the past. I don't do it anymore, but there's a reason as to why I do not do it. Nor do I say thank you when I sneeze, when someone says God bless you to me. During the bubonic plague in the 6th century, Pope Gregory I realized that many people were dropping dead like flies. So he issued forth a commandment stating that anyone who sneezed needed the blessing of God over them, because they perceived that they were about to get or catch the plague. So the person in the vicinity of that person would have to say God bless you over that person to prevent them from catching the plague. It was superstition. Even in other cultures, they continue to practice or perpetuate that belief that they should invoke a blessing over a person who sneezed. In Germany, it's Gesundheit, or we pronounce health over you. In Spanish, it's Salud, pronouncing of health over that person. In Bengali and Bangladesh, it's Gibo, or may you have health. So there's a fear attached. There was a fear attached to that traditional practice. And it even went so far as the person who sneezed, if there wasn't a person nearby to say God bless you over that person, they were to make the sign of the cross over their mouth in order to prevent that curse from coming upon them. Other cultures believe that in the forehead there resided the soul. In the head resided the soul. So a person who sneezed, there was a possibility that they would actually lose their soul. So in order to prevent that, they would invoke a blessing over them by saying God bless you in their language. Others believe that demons were being expelled from the body, and they had to be the door had to be kept shut, and they would pray over that person, God bless you, or make the sign of the cross. So we do see here that it was a tradition. It is a tradition that is based out of fear. Notice in Leviticus chapter 20, verse 23, "And you shall not walk in the manners of the nation, which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them." And in 1 John, "They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out, that they might be made manifest, that they were not all of us." So we see here that the Roman Catholic Church strayed away from the path, from the way. And they began their own religion and formulated and formed their own doctrines and superstitions. And their superstitious practices are being practiced even to this day. So I believe what God is telling us is that we must watch what we say. The words are very powerful. By your words you shall be justified, by your words you shall be condemned. When someone says God bless you, as a Christian, we should not say thank you to perpetuate the superstition. But, as I would do, we'd cover our mouth and say, pardon me or excuse me. And some may be offended that we're ignoring their blessing over us, but we cannot perpetuate the lie, the superstition. Maybe that'll be a time for you to express the truth unto them and give them a little history lesson. But let us not say God bless you to others, because we don't believe that superstition. We understand that a person who repents and turns from their sins is clean. And if they were to backslide and go back into the world and mingle in with the heathen, and once again and learn their ways, they invite 7 more demons into them. And the last state of that man will be more powerful, more stronger than the first state. That is how a demon enters into the body. That is how one becomes oppressed by the devil. But it's not through sneezing. So let us not perpetuate the lie. Let us not say thank you, but let us say pardon me or excuse me, cover our mouth, or not say anything at all. But let us not participate in the ways of the nations that God has drawn out and separated us from as holy people of God. We are a peculiar people, called out, separated, sanctified. We should not walk in their superstitious traditions. May God bless you until next time. Go in peace in Jesus' name.